Let's go. Let's go. Dude, did you see the great Facebook and Instagram or the great meta blackout of 2024?
Yeah. I was in the group chat and they was like, yo, social media's down. I was like, what do you mean social media's down? Which one? They're like, social media's down. I was like, they're like 5 of them, right?
Right.
You can't say social media is down. You have to say what company is down. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Let's be real here. I mean, Facebook is down. Oh, Meta's down. Great. Good to know.
The only reason why I knew was because what was it? I was scrolling and then all of a sudden it kicked me out. And I was like, okay, either Facebook is down or I just got hacked. One of the two.
Yo, why does everybody think they're getting hacked, yo? You're like the third person to be like, yo, I thought I got hacked. Like,
well, honestly, that's actually happened to me, so I know what that looks like.
Well, glad you didn't get hacked. Glad it was only Meta being subject of a cyber attack again. So, Oh, she's my new connection. She's a talent acquisition partner for whom? Oh, for Griffin Oil. Okay. All right. I'll work that connection later. Anyhow.
Oh, interesting. I must have hit the button. So we are live.
How long we been live? Yo.
For like a minute and 50 something seconds.
Yo, I'm glad I didn't say nothing breezy on this joint, man. Like I like to eat glizzies or something.
Oh God. Yeah. That part. Glizzies.
Like, 11:55, Feel the Hive, the sports broadcast.
AKA the Sports Hive.
I'm saying. Man, it's been a while since we were able to talk about sports. It's been a while since we've been able to talk trash about people and teams and such. Where do we want to begin, man? Where do we want to begin?
Doesn't quite matter to me because I can trash talk with the best of them.
Can we start with the Broncos?
Broncos country. Let's ride.
They did that man dirty, yo. They did that man dirty. Now they're trying to pin it all on his head like it's his fault. No, it ain't his fault. True. You gave up the world to get this man 2 firsts, 2 seconds, and a 5th, and 2 other players to get Russell Wilson. And you brought in a coach that didn't want him.
Brand new coach, first off.
Brought in a coach that didn't want him.
Well, no, because
Nathaniel Hackett.
Yeah.
So
you brought in a first-time head coach.
That bum.
And you brought in Russell Wilson. Like they were just gonna mesh and be like, oh, okay, we're gonna go out here and win like most of our games.
And then you bring in Sean Payton, and that didn't work either. And so they tried to get him to waive his
injury guarantee.
He wouldn't do it, so they tried to bench him last year, tried to make him do something that would adversely impact him, and he didn't. And so they're now cutting him and eating $85 million in dead cap money.
Well, that was weird.
Welcome to 11:55 Feel the Hive sports broadcast. In other words, the sports. Glad to have you here with us.
Hive. Yeah, that was weird. I don't know what happened.
Y'all have no idea what just happened, and you should never know, but we know, and it's funny.
Yeah, no idea. Yeah,
Twitter fingers.
Yeah. Well, I think when I stitch this in, this should be pretty cohesive. But yeah, I just don't think paying somebody $40 million guaranteed, that sucks. I mean, he's still getting paid, so. But my question is, where does Russell Wilson go next?
People trying to say that he's not a starting quarterback in the league anymore. I call BS on that. Let me tell you why. It's not his fault his team sucked. Matter of fact, he had a pretty good year last year. Pretty good year. And there are, by my count, 12 teams that need a quarterback. Easy.
Cowboys.
Excuse you? Eagles. God, dog. Is that how we started you off? Just shooting at the Cowboys for no reason? No, we don't need a quarterback. We need to figure out how to get rid of the quarterback we got. That's what we need to do. Because what we don't need to do is pay this man $60 million a year, which looks like it's about to happen.
Yeah, look, I'm not going to lie. That man is not a $60 million a year quarterback.
Well, technically he is. You want to know why? Because that's what the market is dictating. And you also want to know why? I'm going to tell you why. The NFL cap went up $30 million this year.
Mm.
And it's set, if I remember reading the article correctly, to go up another $15 to $20 million next year.
It's like NBA money. Jesus.
That is completely NBA type money. And if you're a quarterback who is a free agent this year, you're going to get more money this year than anything anybody's ever gotten. Mm-hmm. Guess who's a free agent right now?
Who?
Dak Prescott.
Oh.
Always right.
Interesting.
Always right. So I told people 4 years ago that in a few short years, Dak Prescott is going to be the highest paid quarterback in the league. Nobody believed me. I told him he's going to get paid $55 million a year. Nobody believed me. Guess what's about to happen?
He's about to get
paid $55 to $60 million a year.
Yeah.
So, and I don't like it. You want to know why?
Why is that?
Because it means we can't sign nobody else. That's literally a fourth of the cap.
Yep. And that's the part that sucks, because it's like you pay these people these money, and then it's like, well, what went wrong? It's like, well, you paid your quarterback, you overpaid your quarterback.
Well, I mean,
you didn't leave yourself any room to be able to sign anybody.
The reason why San Francisco is so good is because they have a rookie quarterback.
Yeah.
On a rookie deal that ain't even a first round quarterback. This dude's getting paid $900,000 to play football. So
it's irrelevant.
Put it like this: if you take Dak's salary away, and take away Brock Purdy's salary, and then take that money and go sign a whole bunch of other people, that's why they're that good. And the moment they have to pay Brock Purdy, the moment they have to pay him, they're going to cease being that good. Yeah, the window is not very. Yeah, either that or they're going to get rid of Brock Purdy. That's how it goes. I would, if someone offered the Dallas Cowboys a first round pick and 2 seconds for Dak Prescott, I'd trade him. You want to know why? Because we got this kid Trey Lance sitting on the bench.
Oh, he did go to the Cowboys, didn't he?
And I'm not saying he's Dak Prescott right now. Right. What I am saying though is you can build around that if you can get him on, a 5 year. A fully guaranteed 4 year, $5 million a year contract.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
You can build around that.
Yeah.
He ain't even have to be. You don't even really have to be really good, because you know what? If they could trade Dak out, they could do something like sign Saquon Barkley.
And
if you had the money
too, isn't it? And Derrick Henry.
If you had the money to sign Saquon Barkley or Derrick Henry with the line that we have, with the receivers that we have, because Cook and CeeDee Lamb are on the hook for another year. So is the tight end that we got. Mm-hmm. You telling me that Trey Lance can't ball out?
Yeah. Well, I'll put it like this. I mean, yes, realistically, yes, for sure. Comedically, no, the Cowboys will figure out a way to lose this one too somehow.
Hateration. It's in your blood. I get it.
I get it. I'm just saying.
Back to Russell Wilson. There are lots of places where he can go, right? If Atlanta doesn't trade for that kid in Chicago, he could go there. He could certainly go to Pittsburgh, but he'll never go. Yeah, he's never going to Pittsburgh, but he could certainly go there. He could go to New England. You want to know why? Because they ain't got a quarterback either. Oof. Exactly. Yeah, see what I mean?
Yeah, I hear a lot of the big time analysts are saying the Steelers.
If it were me, I'd be trying to play in Minnesota. You got a number one wide receiver.
Kirk is still there. You don't know if he's leaving. Yes, but we don't know if he's going to resign yet. But I mean, yes, you're right. If Kirk does leave, yeah, if I'm Minnesota, it's like, hey, Sierra, you want to come to Minnesota?
She's going to be like, hey, no, but I'll go with my hubby.
Wait, they have another kid, aren't they? They just revealed. Yeah, I think they just revealed.
No, that was Steph and Ayesha. That was Steph and Ayesha.
Oh, okay.
Oh, is that hate for Steph and Ayesha? Having another kid? You rolled your eyes like 2 ways. It was like forward and back.
Well, I mean, my image of her will always be tarnished with, why aren't anybody? Why? How come nobody's in my DMs? It's just always gonna be tainted by that.
Listen, man. Every woman wants to be wanted.
You're freaking Ayesha Curry.
So
I'm not saying that she's not wanted, but you didn't have to. It's one of those like, things that are understood, but you said it, and now it's like, well, you're an idiot. No. Bye.
I mean, we're not talking about logic here. We're talking, like I told my son earlier, we're talking about feelings. And feelings do not have to involve logic
Steph,
at all.
How come nobody's trying to get in my DMs and try to steal me right under you? That's literally how it plays out in my head. It's like, and Steph's just like, what are you talking about? No.
I mean,
go sit down. Go buy yourself another Bentley and go sit down somewhere.
Hey man, they were high school sweethearts. It's kind of hard. Okay, it's kind of hard. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna shoot her some bail, but like it's kind of hard. Although I probably would have had an adverse reaction if she had told me that, and I was Steph Curry. I'd be like, I'm Steph Curry. I hit 3-pointers from the parking lot, and you want some random, not rich dude to approach you in your DMs. I'm worth $300 million. What are you looking for?
I'm God's gift to basketball. Are you serious?
I'm saying I'm giving you pretty babies. And
you don't have to work a day ever in your life. Our grandkids don't have to work a day in their life.
By and large, you would imagine Steph Curry is pretty faithful. So you put all that together?
True.
You want some random dude
and the
in your DMs?
And the chicks that probably slide into Steph's DMs would probably make a lot of women look like.
And Steph up here like, I don't even look at my DMs. I don't even look at my DMs. I don't even have Instagram. So what's the problem? I don't understand.
Yeah, you're right.
I got here every night. I shoot 45% from 3, and I'm faithful. What more do you want from me?
Excuse me, you Jezebel.
You know what I'd do if I was Steph?
What's that?
I'd pay people to drop into her DMs. No, I'm dead serious. You got to have it in a controlled environment, dude. I can't be out here. I can't shoot 45% from 3-point line if I'm worried about you checking your DMs and being mad that ain't nobody in there. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pay some dudes to drop in your DMs, put them on NDAs, and make sure that their entire job is to message you on DMs and to create fake accounts to message you on DMs, so everybody's happy in this scenario.
You just create a service just to drop in her DMs. You know what? That actually could catch on.
No,
like other stars could do that and do the same thing, yo.
Shut up. If I'm making $50 million this year like Steph is, what is it to pay someone $25,000 to be in her DMs 3 times a month?
You're right. You're 100% right.
He loses that. He loses that in his cushions. What are you talking about? Well, he gets more than that every time he misses a 3.
Like that's it. I think I got that in my pocket. I just went grocery shopping. Do you have change?
Dude, be like, so Steph, what you're saying is, you gonna pay me $2,000 a month just to text your wife? Yeah. Do I have to say anything? Say whatever you want.
Like, okay, what's the scale? Like, how far do you want me to go?
But just make sure that it's always positive and it's always talking about how pretty she is and how much you want her. Word? Yes, done. That's all I need from you. Done.
That's funny.
I mean, if I'm making $50 million a year at $25,000 a person, $2,000 a month, I'm probably getting, I don't know, I'm getting at least 5 people to do it, dude.
True.
5 people to do it, yo.
True. Yeah, you're right.
5 people with 3 burner accounts each.
Business idea.
I mean,
there are worse ideas. There are worse ideas. Yeah. Hey, this dude, Caleb Smith, man. What is he projected to go into the draft as?
Wherever he wants to.
Really? That good, huh?
No, he's that rich. See, what most people don't understand at this juncture of the football season is that these quarterbacks are making so much money. Mm-hmm. It ain't like it used to be. 15 years ago, Caleb Williams comes from a kind of like a almost middle class home, so it ain't bad. But you'd have quarterbacks at these institutions and they ain't making no money. They got to go to the league so they can better their situation with their families, and so they're gonna do whatever it takes. Caleb Williams made like $2.2 million last year NIL. He's got a LA luxury apartment downtown LA. This dude is living the life.
Hmm.
So when the Bears were like, we're going to draft him, he was like, no, you're not. I don't have to play for you. I don't have to play for you. You want to know why I don't have to play for you? So I made $2.1 million last year. I'm scheduled to make $2.2 million this year. This is exactly how much I'd be getting paid in the league.
Mm.
So either we come to an agreement around the terms of my play, or you can draft me and lose your draft pick.
It's true.
Like NILs change everything. Angel Reese. Does Angel Reese want to go to the WNBA? No. You want to know why? Because their max salary is $260,000, and she made like 1.2 last year NIL. I would not. Matter of fact, I told my dad the other day, if I was a college basketball player,
stay all 4 years.
I'd stay all 4 years, and I wouldn't even go.
You could
look, and I wouldn't even go to the league.
Get your money in college. Be like, yeah. So what about the you going pro? Be like, no, I'm done.
No,
I'm out.
I'm thinking about it. You leave. Okay, mental exercise, Dominique. When you graduated college, if you had graduated with no debt and $4 million in the bank, how rich would you be right now?
Pretty decent. The interest on $4 million is what? I don't know, $400,000 a year.
If I had $4 million, I would have diversified. Right? I'd have got me some Apple. I'd have got me some Microsoft. I got me some Bitcoin. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'd have threw some into an IRA just to be safe.
An index fund that returns me at least 16% a year. You know.
I don't even need 16%. I only need 13. That's it. All I need is 13.
I mean, with $4 million as a starting base, I just need enough to. Hey, what am I making on interest? That's my salary.
Dude, I'd have put $500,000 into Bitcoin back in freaking 2003.
Oh, Jesus. 500,000 Bitcoin back in that day.
I'd be well beyond wealthy. Think about it. So yeah, no, and I wouldn't have to go to cities. And I wouldn't have to play like I'd have my body for the rest of my life.
True.
All I'm saying is the game didn't change. So they'll probably still draft him, but the conditions of his draft and the conditions of his contract are going to be grossly different than anything we've ever seen. And that's assuming they take him and don't trade the pick, which they probably should do since they have Justin Fields. Trade the pick.
They should trade the pick.
I heard Peter King said they should trade the pick 3 times in the first round to get as many picks as they possibly can, go from 1 to 4, and then from 4 to 7, and from 7 to 9, or something like that. And then, you build out your roster that way.
Yeah.
So
that'd be good. That'd be interesting. So
it'd be the smart thing to do. The question is, who's going to pick this kid, Xavier Worthy? Did you see what he ran in the 40? 4.21 electronically timed.
Ooh. It's like cheetah fast.
Just for reference, that is the fastest time ever electronically recorded in the 40.
Well, I mean, speed equals distance over time. So 40 yards over, let's see, 40 yards divided by 4.21.
25 miles an hour. Actually, 24 point something or another. Yeah, that's fast. You know why I know that's fast? Because Usain Bolt runs like 25.5. Yeah. And the last time he did a 40, he did it in a 4.21. Wait for it. In jeans. That's how fast that dude is. But no, this kid, Xavier Worthy, is fast as crap, yo.
Ooh.
Like, he's very,
what position is he going for?
It doesn't even matter. When you run that fast, you can play whatever position you want. You're like, hey, can I play quarterback today? Sure. Who's going to catch him? Seriously. Think about it, man. That's the fastest combine time in history. History.
4.21.
Right? Now, they say Bo Jackson ran a 4.19 or something like that, but that was not electronically timed.
Right.
They say that Deion Sanders ran a 4. Yeah, they say Deion Sanders ran a 4.15, but that was not electronically timed either. Talking about electronically timed, that's fast as crap. Like that's
extremely fast.
I don't even know. Okay, let's put that in perspective. You remember Chris Johnson? Remember how fast he was?
Well, I just don't remember the time.
No. I mean, like football speed on the field.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, remember he was the fastest thing in the league at the moment that he was playing. When he went for 2,000 yards, it wasn't because he was running over people. It's because he was running past people, right? He ran a 4.24. This dude is like 10% faster than that. Well, not 10%. It's like 7% or something. But still, though, you got to be faster than Chris Johnson?
I can't even imagine running that fast, honestly.
Well, I mean, at that speed, are you running or are you floating? I mean, I don't think he's actually running. I think he's floating across the field because that's pretty darn fast, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he's a wide receiver. So, I mean, 6'1", 175.
That means his QB is gonna have to put a little umph on that ball to catch up with him.
A little. He got to throw that ball with all of his might every time he throws it at that kid. Every single time.
You threw it behind me again. Stop it.
That has to be frustrating. Knowing you can outrun your quarterback still, like for real.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a problem.
Oh, did you hear about this kid Drake? Was it Drake Maye from Carolina?
The football player out of Carolina. Yeah,
we're talking about amazing athletic feats. They say this kid can throw the ball 75, 80 yards.
Ooh.
They say this kid, hold on. See, because I saw it somewhere. Yeah, they said this kid can throw like 75 yards, dude.
Ooh. I don't know. The internet says the Pats are looking at him.
They got a new coach. I could. The
Pats want him.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like, if I were the Pats, then I would definitely.
Yeah, why not? Why not, sir? Why not?
Dude. But yeah, no. Cap's going up. Caleb is probably not going to the Bears, so they're probably going to trade the pick.
As they should.
Xavier ran a 4.240. I think that's the combine. Oh, and we have no idea where these running backs are going to go because the entirety of the NFL are colluding against running backs at the moment, and nobody's signed their running back. Nobody's. Think about it. You got Saquon Barkley, you got Derrick Henry, you got Austin Eckler, you got the guy from the Cowboys. Like, none of them are signed. All of them are free agents. None of them are franchise tag. That is collusion.
So they're probably wanting to drive their prices down. Be like, yeah, no, let's just bring you down to something.
That is correct.
We got to pay the quarterbacks. We can't pay you and the quarterback. Okay.
That is correct. And the thought is, first person to sign a quarterback, a running back first is the one that loses because they're probably going to be paying
setting the
market. Most ridiculous. Yeah, setting the market. There you go. Oh my God,
that has sucked.
80 yards. They say this kid can throw 80 yards.
I can throw 80 yards.
First round draft pick Drake Maye goes viral after unreal 80-yard pass off the crossbar. Like, this dude threw it 85 yards and hit a crossbar. I thought, okay. I saw a video on Twitter and I thought it was like a spoof. It is not a spoof. If this kid can throw the ball 80 yards, he should be a top 5 pick.
He's that dude.
80 yards? I've seen hundreds of quarterbacks. I don't think I've ever seen one throw the ball 70 yards, 75 yards.
Oh, you haven't seen me throw.
You can't throw the ball more than 60 yards. Stop it.
Dude, I can throw it 80 yards.
In your dreams, maybe?
I can throw it 80 yards.
The last time I said I could throw the ball 65 yards, I almost threw my rotator cuff out of my shoulder. Okay. No, so I was working at Sonic, and it was a Saturday. We were working, but we weren't really working. Yeah. So the conversation got started around throwing the football because it was college football. I was like, everybody's like, how long you throw football? I was like, I can throw at least 60 yards, maybe even 65. He was like, bull crap. I was like, bull crap. He was like, I bet you can't do it. I was like, bet money. So you know what we did? We went outside and we got a golf rangefinder. We made about 65 yards. And my man threw the ball. He hit for 60. It was almost 65. I was like, all right, I'm going to beat that. I threw that ball. I swear to God, that ball hit 58, 57, 58. And the fourth time I threw the ball, I was like, I can't feel my fingers. I'm not going to do this again. I'm not going to do it again. You win.
I wonder if it's because maybe at that point it's the mechanics. Like your natural being, just naturally being able to throw is one thing, and then just being able to have the mechanics to get it that extra ump.
Thank you. I appreciate your vote of confidence at the tensile strength of my chest, shoulder, arms, midsection,
chest,
hamstring,
shoulders, pants, shoes.
However, I'm not built to throw the ball more than 60 yards. It's just not. For someone like me, not possible. There are certain physical traits you have to be able to do that. Mm-hmm. I don't have them. And I'm okay with that.
Okay.
I'm okay with that because 50 yards is it's a long way. It's a long way. 65 yards is really, really far. 80 yards is unheard. Like the only person I've seen throw an in-game ball close to 80 yards was Michael Vick when he threw that ball from the 5-yard line to like the 20-yard line. It was 5 yards to the 18-yard line.
Yeah.
For Deshaun Jackson. It was first play of the game, faked the handoff, he rolled around, he set, threw that ball, he chucked that joint. And I was like, oh my God, this man threw the ball. Did he throw a ball 100 yards? It wasn't, but it was close.
Mm-hmm.
It was close. Very close.
I would like to see it in person.
What, me throw 58 or him throw the ball 80?
Both.
Both? Well.
Both. I'm easily amused.
You're easily amused? Hold on. I'm going to send you something to see how amused you're going to be when you see this.
I'm easily amused.
Dang, we don't be texting like that no more. That's crazy. I got to go find your name. Got to scroll down.
So what you're saying is I haven't made it to your favorites list. Gotcha.
Dude, you know how many people I got? I got 9 people on it so far, man. Look, there's not so much space. If I had any more people, I can't see the other text messages.
Oh, yeah. That isn't.
Exactly. So you see where I'm at now. But yeah, no. Wait a minute. We're supposed to be turning the corner. What are you supposed to be turning the corner to? We already talked about the women balling. Caitlin Clark, she got the record that isn't really a record. Yay, boo. Yeah. Can we talk about the NBA for a minute?
Yeah.
How much time you got to talk about the NBA?
I've got a couple things. Yeah.
Got a couple things. What are the good things? Because I got a couple things too.
LeBron crossing the 40K mark.
People act like that's not a big deal.
And they're crazy for acting like it's not a big deal.
That is such a big deal.
Yeah. Because that just means anytime that he scores a basket now, it's just tallying up.
He's got, somebody said earlier that he's got as many points as Larry Bird and Magic Johnson combined.
Yeah.
He's got more points than them combined. I was like, God, dog.
Well,
that's a lot of points.
I saw a joke the other day. It was like, well, if Jalen Brunson can pass LeBron if he just scores 33,000 more points. Somebody
said that about Luka, and I like Luka. Don't get me wrong, he won't play that long. No, he will not play that long. And if he does, he won't be as productive for that long. LeBron in the 20th years averaging 26-7. That's unheard of.
Some of the best numbers of his career.
Yo, they say it took him 254 games to get to 10,000. From 10,000 to 20,000 was 268 games. From 20,000 to 30,000 was 260 games. And from 30,000 to 40,000 was like 262 games. That's the most consistent. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, when you look at his numbers, you're like, dude, how are you doing this? Like, not one year was like a super down or bad year. It's just like,
no.
Oh, well, all right then. Like, this dude has, 40,036 points. At this point, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar has 38,387. He's got 2,000 more points than Kareem. 2,000.
Yeah. I mean, people have a problem calling him the GOAT. I'd be God dog if he's the only member of the 40,000, 10,000 club
by himself,
by his lonesome. I think he's the only member of the 30,000, 10,000 club, isn't he?
I think so.
Like that's
Kevin Durant is at 28,392. Durant's never going to catch that because he's not going to play that long.
no, he can't. He had an Achilles surgery 5 years ago. He's not
going to play that long. Like he'll hit 30 for sure, but like maybe 35, and that's being generous because 35 will put him right above Kobe.
Yeah, that's 3 years,
and 33,000 puts him right above Michael.
He'll make 35. He'll make 35. Right, we're talking 3 seasons, 2,000 a season.
I'm being generous, but yeah, maybe that's being generous.
Well, let's look at the math then. Hold on.
Because I mean, you can look at the math, but honestly, when is his contract up? Like, if I'm him, I'm looking at just being done. Like, if you don't sniff a championship by the end of this contract, no point.
Yeah, but Dominique, you are aware that he's probably going to make like $50 million every year until he retires now. So he ain't going nowhere, and I don't blame him.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
that's fair.
Would you? I wouldn't.
No, I'm not crazy. I'm not stupid. Okay.
Yeah, I would hang around until. Oh no, he's not. Wait a minute. What am I looking at? This cannot be right. Yeah. 3 more years? Oh no. Oh no.
Well, I mean, he lost almost 2 to 3 years of play time, so that's that, and because he could have been there already technically.
Okay, so since 2014, the most points in a year he scored is 2,029.
LeBron James points.
Just go to basketballreference.com. That's my go-to for all basketball stats because it has everything.
Oh, what'd you look at? Basketball reference.
Yep. Kevin Durant has 28,393. He will not make 35,000.
Mm-hmm.
He will not, because this season's almost over. Mm-hmm. He's played 54 games. He's got 1,500 points. He'll probably add 54 games. Let's see, 82 games. So that's what, 29 more games? 29 games at freaking 26 a game. Right? 29 times 26. I used to be able to do that, man. Another 700. Nah, he ain't going to play that many games. 82 games. And that's not even 28. That's 18. No, it is 28. 28 times, what is he averaging? 26? Another 700 points. His best year in God knows how long.
Yeah. Yeah, because, okay. LeBron's highest.
He's still going to be at 29. He's still going to need 3 seasons of 2,000 points per. No, I don't see it.
Yeah, well,
I don't see it.
LeBron's highest point total in a year was 05-06, and that's like 2,478. That was like his 3rd year in the league.
Yeah, Kevin Durant is 2,472 back in 2010.
And then looks like LeBron's worst year in total points was his 3rd year with the Lakers, where he scored 1,126, but he only played 45 games.
It's because he had that quad tear.
Yeah.
That's what that was.
Yep.
So, yeah, man.
Yeah, KD's not. He ain't hitting that. That's why I say 33, going above Jordan is a stretch. But, unless he goes on a tear for the next 2-3 years.
Define a tear, because
averaging 30 points a game.
Well, we know.
But basically, in order to do that, he'd have to go back to Golden State, where he could just ball. That's it.
And again, we know that's not going to happen. You want to know why?
Yeah, it's not happening.
So it's a wreck on that. Good God, that's a lot of. Anyhow, but that LeBron James is 40,000 is big stuff, right? It's big stuff.
Yeah.
You know what's even bigger than that, or arguably bigger than that?
This dude's shooting 40% from 3 this year.
Who, LeBron? Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yes.
Ooh, wait.
And you go to yourself, you say to yourself, yeah, I know he's not Mike, but dude, seriously.
It's not bad.
feel like Mike played when he was that age. Yeah, he did, but he also had, by my count, 1, 2, 3, 4 years off. Right, those 2 baseball years where he didn't play basketball, and those 2 years after he retired.
Yeah, now I will say for Mike to have for Mike to have gotten as high as he did on the list, even after taking those 2 years off, because
I mean he did average like 30 points for his career, so
right, and because Jordan has games played 1,072 to LeBron's 1,476.
Yeah,
and it's like
a lot of games, 5 full seasons. You know what I mean? So
still impressive.
That's a big deal. Not as impressive as the Knicks being contenders.
Oh my God, I would not. That was not on my bingo card.
With them being contenders or that being impressive? Both. And that being impressive, they're being contenders without your boy. You know, what's the kid's name? The power forward. He's hurt.
Oh
no.
Julius
he's
Randle.
The reason why. Yeah, he's hurt. He's been hurt.
Well,
so they're balling.
He wasn't super spectacular to me, even with the Lakers.
Yeah, but he's steady as a power forward. He's steady. He's gonna get you 20 and 10 every night. He's gonna get you that. And to be without that, Jalen Brunson's a monster, yo.
He is a monster.
He is a monster. Left-handed assassin. This dude is so herky. He like Shea Gilchrist-Alexander. He's so herky-jerky. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
SGA is having an MVP caliber season, as is Jason Tatum, as is Anthony Edwards. You know?
You know my disdain for the Celtics, so. I do like Jaylen Brown, but Jason Tatum,
Why do you like Jaylen Brown?
He's a dog. I don't like his off the court mannerisms, but his on the court mannerisms, he gets it. He does his thug dizzle. And also the Magic is number 4 in the East.
Who would have freaking thought that? Nobody's talking about that at all.
No, they're sitting at
How far are they ahead? How far are they ahead of freaking Miami?
Miami, they are games back. So Miami is 13 games back, and the Magic are 12 and a half games back.
Oh, so they're right there. They're neck and neck.
Yeah, they're right there, but still,
half a game.
Magic. Wow.
I mean, they're gonna fold eventually.
And they're on a 4-game win streak.
They're gonna fold eventually. I mean, I put like this.
I don't doubt that. Yes.
I put like this. A game and a half separates them from being the 8th seed. So
that is a close race for the East, because usually it's more spread out.
Yes, it is. It's a close race 2 through 8.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or
outside
2 to 8.
Yeah, because the drop off is what, 5 games. So the Bulls are 5 games out.
Yeah. Like Celtics are smashing people. They freaking smashed Golden State the other day. You saw that crap? They beat them by like 50 points.
Yeah. It's a statement win.
Steph was like, "Yeah, we used to do that to people." Yeah.
I remember those days.
I remember we used to do that to people.
That's when Ayesha didn't care about who was in her
Stop. My God. Leave that woman alone. The Warriors are in 10th place in the West. Oh, my God.
Oh, that doesn't make sense. Wow.
And look. And the Pelicans in the 5th place.
Well, Pelicans have always been like middle of the road. They just could never get over the hump.
Yeah. I mean, I guess, Zion figured out he was going to show and prove this year instead of.
Yeah,
I'm not going to say that.
It was always his to lose.
That's me.
Let's put it that way. It was always his to lose.
Yeah, and I think he realizes that if you don't get it together, that big contract. I mean,
he gonna Johnny Manziel himself.
Yo, what did you see of that interview?
I saw bits and pieces of it. It wasn't bad. I mean, he's a man who knows that he messed up and reflects on that. And
the man said, "I lost weight with a steady diet of blow." This man sitting at the crap table. He's like, "Steady diet of blow."
Like,
I can hear you, right? Yo, my God.
I don't know. Shannon got to be on there giving these people truth serum or something, because I don't know, man.
That man said cocaine. What?
And then he was like, "The more I partied, the better I played." Like, dude, what is wrong with you?
You play anymore. That's a faulty premise.
Oh my gosh, that interview,
Oh.
I'm telling you, Shannon's interviews, he's got to be injecting these dudes with true serum before they get on there because everybody's telling it all. You're like, what?
Okay. He be giving them that cognac, that Club Shay cognac. Come on, man. That yak be loosening them up real fast.
That's a special blend for the show.
They be out there spilling their guts, yo.
Well, so not necessarily sports related, but this reminds me of me and my wife. We watched Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, and this dude Mendeces, he's married to Andy Smith or whatever, and he was talking about he went on some show and he was talking about like because he used to be a drug dealer, and he was like, yeah, I remember when I put my mom up as collateral, and everybody was like, first off, you did what? Secondly, why are you telling us this? We didn't even know you put your mother up as collateral, you idiot.
Let's back this up to when this dude said he put a whole person up as collateral.
No, not just the person, his mother.
No, I mean, yeah, but here's the thing. If you putting whole people up as collateral, it almost doesn't matter. It almost doesn't matter who it is.
Yeah,
like
you're in with the wrong crowd at that point. Like, what am I doing?
Completely.
That's collateral. And then he got so much blowback for it. He was like, "Yeah, I don't know why everybody's so mad." It's like you put your mother up for collateral.
Okay, but did he get her back though?
Yeah, no. It's just that whoever he was getting the drugs from, they just knew where she lived. So if anything went sideways, they knew where to go pick her up at. But
there's so much wrong.
There's so much wrong with that.
There's so much wrong with all of that. I don't understand.
Oh, yeah, big time. Anyway, yeah. So the Suns are 7.5 games back from the top spot. The Lakers, I mean, yeah. So was it 6, 7, 8, 9? People were saying like, if this holds, that playing tournament, that's pretty much.
Well, playing tournament's gonna be dope.
Yeah.
No, it's not. No.
Now,
no.
So here's my thing. What would you do? Because I know Adam Silver's been playing with this, but I think due to recent events, I don't think he's probably toying with this anymore. But like getting rid of the whole Eastern Conference, Western Conference thing, and just taking the top 16 teams.
No, you can't do that. There is no legitimate reason for that. Like there's no why. Okay, let me try it a different way. Why would anyone make that decision? Right?
Yeah, I don't know personally. I don't know.
Well, I mean, you don't want to invalidate your conference play. You know what I mean? You don't want to invalidate your division play. So those things have to mean something. So for them to mean something, you have some sucky teams at the end of the year in the playoffs, but that's okay because you needed more teams so you could charge more for advertising and stuff. So it is what it is. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, and then also, we're looking at the Nuggets in the third spot, but for me, that doesn't concern me because the Nuggets are the Nuggets, and I think they're built to go, 4 out of 7 games with people. So, regardless of what the standings look for them right now, as long as they don't drop below or to 5, I think they'll be all right.
Who, the Nuggets?
Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna tell you this right now. The Nuggets don't care. They don't care. You could put them in the A slot. Guess what? Don't care. You want to know why? Because they're going to steal a game from you, and you got to come to Denver.
Mm-hmm.
They don't care. I mean, yo, that Joker be out there, the most non-athletic baller to ever have balled in the in history of the league, out there giving people 30 buckets, 12 and 12.
Thinking about his horses the entire time.
They said that man don't even love basketball. He just like getting paid. He just like horses. So he be out there giving people buckets for horses.
This is my day job, so I can afford more horses when I.
Know what I'm saying?
Off season.
You can't hate on it because he's good. I was hating on him last year. That boy good. God, I thought that boy good.
Yeah.
Like, he ain't even like white boy good. He's just good.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he can't get off the floor at all. But
but then you get the 1-2 punch of Jamal Murray too, and it's just like, and Murray is balling out like he's
before
nasty.
he what he was it his Achilles? No, his ACL.
No, he tore his ACL.
Yeah, before he tore his ACL, he was in the MVP conversation, he was having a monster year. Then he tore it, and he had he missed the year. Then he came back and they won a championship, but he only played half the season. Now he's actually back into full form. That dude's a problem.
Yeah, he major issue.
And their team is stacked. You got Michael Porter, chucking up everything. You got the Duncan boy, light skinned Dunkaroo, just out here, doing what he needs to do. And you got all these other guys playing their roles. Yeah. I don't like it, but they're pretty darn good.
Hey, I like the Nuggets better than the Celtics, so whatever.
It's because you hate the Celtics.
I do.
No, it's not logical. It's not rational. It's just.
Well, you know what? I think it might stem from the fact that the whole Miami-Boston rivalry and the whole Paul Pierce thing, and I think it could stem from that.
It's easy to dislike Paul Pierce. It's very easy to dislike that fellow. You know what I mean? Like he's, for all intents and purposes, a clown off the court. Monster on the court, but he's a clown. Like
true. Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, that's what it is. I don't know. So why do I have?
What would you grade Doc Rivers coaching so far?
I think it's too soon to tell. I think it's too soon to tell. Teams make adjustments throughout the year, and when there's a major adjustment on the team, it takes time to figure this thing out, right? I think he's rounding into form, right? I think the team finally understands what he wants out of them. And I think he's better understanding what the team is capable of doing. But, this is Doc Rivers. You think they're going to win a championship?
Do they have the pieces? Yes. Are they playing with the tenacity to win a championship?
Not without Chris Middleton, they don't. True. They got to have a third scorer. They don't have that now. They got guys that can score, but they don't have a third scorer. And you're not going to beat the Celtics without a third scorer unless they decide to take a series off.
Yeah, and the other thing is, like, as much as I hate Boston, matchup wise, Kristaps is playing beautifully.
He's being who we thought he was going to be.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
And just like you said, without a third scorer, that's gonna be tough. Dame can put up as much as he can, and Giannis can put up as much as he can, but you need somebody in there that can kind of help. Brook Lopez might, but
the sad part is. Even if Dame gets 40 and Giannis gets 40, you still got to score points. You see, the role players on the Celtics can defend the role players on the Bucks. So where you gonna get the other points from?
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, so you're 100% right.
I don't like it. I was hoping that the Cavs would get themselves together.
Yeah, Derek White, Drew Holiday, Jalen Brown, Kristaps Porzingis, Jason Tatum, Peyton Pritchard, Al Horford, and those are the
ones they're big enough to play.
They're big.
They're not small at all. They got a squad, man.
Yeah, that's a big. Yeah, that is a big team. So
they got a squad.
That's gonna be tough to overcome.
Well, who you think? Okay, so who you think's coming out of the East?
Let me get back to my East West.
And then here's the secondary question. Because it's Boston, we both know it's Boston. Do you think Boston? Ask the question and answer.
No, you're right.
Do you think Boston actually can beat the Nuggets, the Thunder, Timberwolves, or the Clippers in 7 games? I don't see it.
This will be a test for them, and if they can, they finally earned the right to be NBA champions. But
that's true.
I
wholeheartedly agree.
I think because that's gonna be their defining moment. Once they figure out, and I think that's their problem. They don't know how to play the 4 to 7 game stretch with people, and that has always been their downfall so far with in the Jason Tatum era. But I think, as much as I hate Boston, and I hate to say this, when I say I hate it, dude, like I'm getting sick just thinking about having to say this.
Oh God.
I think Boston, if they're clicking on all cylinders, they figure out, I think they can beat the Nuggets. Can they match up with Jokic? No. But do they have what they...
Actually, they can. Porzingis can match up with Jokic.
So
I think he's uniquely qualified because he's not as thin as he looks.
Yeah.
Right. And he's as athletic as he looks.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, you get somebody who can move and have to force Jokic to move. I think they can do it. I just, like I said, I just don't like Boston. I don't want them to do it, but you know, the basketball mind in me says, yeah, they can do it. And it's not even begrudgingly. They can do it. They just have to put their mind to it.
That also presumes that the Nuggets are going to make it out, which they should. They're the champions. They're the defending champions. They should make it out. But
I think they'll make it out. That's not a problem.
But the way that these other teams are playing, the way the Timberwolves are playing,
the Nuggets retained a good portion of what they had from last year.
True.
And I think that helps them. And then, like you said,
and their experience,
Jamal Murray is clicking on all cylinders. And he's going to be hard to stop.
I need to take a look at the Timberwolves roster, man. I'm like, who do these guys have on this team?
Zesty, what's the dude's name? Cat.
Stop. Leave that man. Let that man be. That man ain't done nothing.
Stop.
That man ain't done nothing. Come on. Let that man live. Let that man live.
Have you seen, like, in certain times he's using his... Yeah, like we're just really playing good defense, and then other times he's like, "Yes, I'm like so here for this," and it's like,
okay, so
what?
So yeah, I actually have, and I was hoping you wouldn't bring that up because I want to say something so bad, but I don't want to get in trouble for it.
No, it's just when you see him, you don't expect him to sound like that, you know.
That second voice sounds like he really loves glizzies. That second voice sounds like he really loves glizzies. That's all I'm saying.
Like, yes, let's go get a glizzy. Come on, man. Let's go.
It's exactly how it sounds, and that fits. That fits.
It's amazing.
Especially when if you don't know it, like if you heard him converse and you know he talks with a really deep voice, and then you hear that other voice, I'm like, come on. I know every black person has a white person voice, but that's not it, bro.
Just be like, what? Stupid, man.
Hey, what are you doing? Oh, last thing. Then we gotta go. Last thing. Bronny. Know what?
Not this year.
Why?
Unless coach is holding him back and completely unleashes him during March Madness, he didn't need to. He doesn't need to. I don't know why it's so much being put on him to whether he's going to come out this year or not. He don't need to.
Well, his dad did that when he said he wanted to play with him. Everybody think LeBron only has 2 good years left. 2 years left.
True.
Right? So you wouldn't want LeBron to wait a year. And I think before he had that cardiac event, I think that was the plan. But I think all of that is screwed up. And if you listen to LeBron, his conversation around where he wants to play and what he wants to do has dramatically changed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
dramatically.
It has.
So,
because before it was all of pretty much. He didn't say what he wanted. Where he wanted to go. He's like, I'll be with my son.
Yeah, I'll be with my son next year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I hope he gets a chance. I've been saying for the longest time that his game and his mentals are made for the league's game.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're made for it. Like, say what you want about the whole nepotism thing, but the reason why I completely discount the 5 points per game that he's scoring, right, is because he's been playing the program his entire life. He's been around professional players his entire life. That don't exactly translate to the college game.
It doesn't. To me, I've always said, if you're a very unique basketball player, the college system kind of strips you of that.
Yeah. Yeah. And like the game is just, the rules are not the same and the game is not played the same. And people go, well, he's not scoring a whole lot of points. Well, I know a whole bunch of people that scored a lot of points in college that did not make it in the league more than 2 years.
Exactly.
Like that's NCAA record book is littered with them.
Exactly.
I mean, if winning in college and scoring lots of points in college were a determining factor in how well you're going to do in the league, then Tyler Hansbrough should have been a freaking perennial all-star.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, you have the kids that were really good in college, and then when they got to the pros, it didn't work out. You have the ones that weren't all that good in college and went to the pros, it did work out. And then you have, like, let's say a Kyrie Irving, where he didn't play half the year, but he was just such a generational talent that it didn't matter. It just didn't.
Yeah, well,
that he was able to overcome all of that regardless because of his talent.
But he's also Rod Strickland's nephew.
Sure.
Right. So you have all of this
NBA influence helps.
Yeah, you have all this NBA influence and know-how and knowledge and skill, right?
Yeah.
Bronny been playing with LeBron all his life, bro.
It's like a Goku Gohan story.
That's what I'm saying. He's been playing with LeBron all his life. He's been playing with the best high school basketball players all his life. He's been training at the Lakers facility all his life.
Yeah.
You think that just because he's scoring 5 points per game at USC that he's not going to be at least a serviceable pro?
And here's the thing that doesn't show up on the stat sheet. He is extremely mentally tough.
Well, you got to be LeBron James kid, but
exactly.
I mean, look.
He looked over.
Man, I mean, I had a conversation a couple weeks ago. Well, he's not going to be anything. We it's like, how do you know?
Right.
There's no way. Number one, there's no way for you to know because even the good prognosticators don't know. Number two, everything points towards him being successful in the league. Maybe not a superstar.
Yeah.
But you tell me he can't.
Definitely.
Yeah, you can't. Well, not even an all-star. But you telling me he can't be Mario Chalmers? Come on, let's be serious about this.
Yeah.
Mario Chalmers played really well in the NCAA tournament. He had a good college season. But you telling me he can't be that when he's been training with professionals all his life? Please stop. Yeah. With it.
And you know what? You bring up a good point because that was one thing I wasn't considering was the fact that he was on one trajectory and then the heart issue happened and then it's completely pivoted.
Yeah, like he's Jeff Green had a similar situation, a heart situation, right? A cardiac arrest situation. And it took him like 2 years to get back. And it derailed his entire career because he was a monster before that. But I mean, like, come on, man. I liken Bronny to a young Dwayne Wade, right?
Okay.
In that one that could shoot the three, right? Dwayne Wade could shoot the three in college. He could shoot an NBA until halfway through his career. True. But he is as athletic as Dwayne Wade was, right? He is as mentally aware, and he can get to the cup like Dwayne Wade did. Like that is what it is. The only question is, does he have the drive? And we won't know that till he gets on the NBA floor.
Right.
So, but anyhow, that's my soapbox on Bronny James, and the fact that I think people are rushing to say what he can't be based on information that shouldn't be used to determine anything except whether he should be, an NCAA All-American.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Hot take, baby. Hot take.
Hot take. Bronny is going to be just fine.
You're going to be just fine. Even if you don't make it to the league, I'm pretty sure you're going to be just fine.
Because he's got like, what, $4 or $5 million in NIL money. Like,
he's going to be just fine. That boy's got his own money. He'll be fine. And we're going to be fine, too, because you know what we're about to do? We're about to wrap this up. We're about to wrap this up. Ding, 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 ding. But thank you, guys.
Yes, thank you, guys. Make sure you comment, subscribe, and, we'll see you guys in the next one. Laters.